Last time, I ended off with just getting my iron plates up to about 480, my tin plates up to about 360, 136, and my copper plates up to 52. Now I can get rid of these guys over here because I don't need them anymore. Iron here, iron there. We have the copper plates up here. And down here we should have the tin plates. Alright, so then we are good to go to start building uh, the belts I was planning on doing. Okay, where's the Bobonium? The Bobonium ends about right here, yes. I'm going to see if I can avoid that area. So let's open up a Hell mod. Alright, so what we need to do is we need to drag in 422 and a half of these plates per minute. And as you can see, I'm making 482 of those. So, okay, so I need to have 4 factories. I'm going to do this so that it will come out to be 2. Now let me see if I can bring in my calculator this time. Alright, so I have 7.5 belts times 60 equals, I can do 450 belts per minute. 450 items per minute on the current belts that I currently have, which are these guys right here, which are 62, 7.5 belts. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to set up 4 factories that will be able to drag in 400 basically to build these guys. So I'm going to create 4 of the standard assembly machines, and I'm going to feed the 2 belts that I can make into those. And what I'm going to do is one off of this chest, one off of that chest. So what I need to make to start off with is, okay, I already have enough of the basic mini loaders, so I'm not going to make any more basic mini loaders right now. Okay, so I'll put before I do that, let me put out the belt. Just so that I don't have things going screwy on me. Alright, let's put out the basic mini loader. Alright, so the basic mini loader is going to go like that. And for those people who are used to a normal Factorio game, you see how slow those belts are going. I want to fix that. But first, let's get out the assembly machines. I do not have any made right now, so I'm going to make 2 assembly machines. 1, 2. And as you can see, for those people who are just joining me for the first time, down on the left side is my build queue for my character. Okay? And right now, it's making iron wheel. Okay, it's now making the circuit boards. And we now have our... Actually, I should have made 4. 1, 2. Get another 2 of those going. Okay. But while that thing's building, I'm going to have a look. I need some more of those. And these, what I should say is, I need more of these splitters. I will probably need more of the underground belts, but let's just go with the splitters right now. I am going to need probably, from the sounds of it, I'm going to need 4 total. Okay. Let's just see how this turns out. Actually, I'll probably need more than 4 total. Let's just see how this turns out. So I want to go under Bob's Logistics. And I'm going to make 1, 2, 3, 4, just to make sure. Okay. First things first. I'll take one of the ones I have. I'm going to drop it down right here. Okay, then I'm going to take the belt. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to put that onto my second bar here because, opening up this thing up doesn't look professional. And as I said many times before, I am not an expert at this game. And you know how that goes. If you're not an expert at it, you fumble around with it and you enjoy learning the process. Okay, so I want to bring up my mini loaders as well. Alright, so that's where that mini loader is going to go. And I'm going to drop this guy down. Let's see. Yeah, let's start right there. And we'll put the next one right next to it. And with the mini loader, we are going to put another mini loader down right here. And actually, why did I do that? I wanted to keep that one there. So, what is going to happen in here is that these guys are going to configure to do the gears, which are those guys right there. And it's shift, right click, shift, left click to copy the configuration from one factory to the other. Sorry, from one machine to the other machine. Okay, I'm going to put down another 2 of these. I'm going to actually start at the bottom here. Okay, and I'm going to do that and that, and I'm going to do that, and let's try that. Okay, then what I'm going to do is I'm going to put down one of those there, like that, and one of those was actually a belt. I'm going to put down a mini loader so that it will feed like that and feed like that. Okay, I'm going to put the factory down like this and the factory down like this. Okay, so they are off by a little bit. It's not as pleasing to the eye, but as I have said before, this is only temporary until I can actually get my bus running. Once I get my bus running, this stuff will all probably be destroyed and rebuilt in a better way. And I'll put down a splitter right here. Alright, and then we will do that. Put down the belts like this, and now we have belts in here like this. Okay, I will hook it up like this. I am going to get in here and have the output priority right. On this one, the output priority will be left. On this splitter here, it'll be the output priority will be right. So hopefully, if things go well, all of these guys will feed the iron gears into this one belt here, and we won't have any going into those there. Okay. Next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to drop down another mini loader right here. I'm going to get my the one chest I have and put it right here, and then I'm going to bring another mini loader out here and do that. So what this is doing is I'm going to have a buffer in here so that I should not run out of iron gears, but we will see. Next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to start to power this area. Right there, and let's say about right there, and we will do that. Okay, that's all powered, and that means that I can now bring in my iron plates, and I'm not going to bring in them to the last link because I want them both to start up at the same time. So I'm going to wait until this one on the right catches up. And there we go. And then they should start feeding into these things. Okay, we got green, we got green. We got green, we got green. And let me go in here. And we should be backing up in here. And let's just see what our resource tracker is saying how many we're making per minute. 220 per minute is what it says we're doing right now. Now, if we look at the Hell mod again, we need 211. Okay, that is perfectly fine. Next thing we're going to do is, if you look at this, I need some iron plates to go into the one factory that has that will be able to make these guys right here, and that factory right there does not need. It's only 31 and 31 per minute, so it's not that much. Okay, so what I'm going to do is get out a couple. I'm going to grab some of these, and I'm just going to balance. And I put that down in the wrong spot. I'm going to balance my belts a little bit. Do that, do that. And I need to make an underground belt. And where's my, there it is. I'll make 2 underground belts just in case. I will do that to that. Okay. Then I will grab that, bring that over here and do this and this. No one has chatted at me yet. I'm going to make another splitter combiner. Okay, there's my splitter combiner. Okay. I am going to make another splitter combiner. And do that right there. Then I'm going to feed this off. And what I'm going to do in this case is I am going to change the priority here to right. It's a little bit too late to do that anyway. So what I've done right now is I have set up so that all of the excess iron plates will go off into this secondary belt mechanism here, and I have now moved all of the iron plates onto the left side of the belt. Next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take the secondary output from here, which is your iron gear wheels, and that's going to feed onto the right side of the belt. So I now have on my one belt here, I have both gears and the iron plates. So what I can do next is I can put in my mini loader. Okay. Bring out. Well, why don't I just start figuring out how many I need? So I need 1, 6, plus 8. Okay, so I need 8 more of those assembly machines. How many can I make right now? I can make 1. All right, how many? Okay, I need copper. And I will grab some copper plates. And I need to make, I can make 45, but I just need 7. So I'll right click for 5 more, and left click for 2 more. First one I'm going to do is I'm going to put this one down right here. I'm going to make in here the, okay, that's it right there. So instead of, okay, Bob Logistics, and what's this is Angel Components. So I want Bob's Logistics. I'm going to start making this. According to Hellmod, I need only 1 factory. Okay, so that's what I have. I have 1 factory right now. I will bring out the pole, and there we go. Okay, I need some more mini loaders, so let's make 5 more mini loaders, and but I will get out the mini loader and put it right there. Put out a second mini loader here, so it will feed into the chest. Okay. All right, then it'll be a third mini loader out of it. I'm not too sure which way I want to go with it just yet. All right, so that build here is, these 2 parts are done right now. Okay, so the next build I need, okay, so I'm going to need, let's start with the basic belts. Okay, I need 1 factory. One of the things that you'll notice on this setup is all 3 of these recipes require 3 things in common. The tin plates, the iron gears, and the basic transport belts. Well, the basic transport belts and the iron gears are pretty close together, so I can put those all onto 1 belt. And that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to put those all onto 1 belt. So let me set up that belt next. What I'm going to do is I'm going to grab a mini loader. Okay. I am then going to build it like this. Okay, now if I have this set up right, alright, so I now have a belt that is now set up with the iron gears on one side and the the basic belts on the other side. Okay. Next thing I'm going to do, I need to start dragging at my tin. So I'm going to start dragging in tin. Here I am going to be short on the regular sized belts. Fortunately, I don't have to make those belts anymore because I got a nice big buffer up here, which I will probably be rating in a few seconds. There we go. So what other things can we pull into to form together? Let's just get this one factory up and running first, and then we will figure out how we want to do these guys here, because we're going to need wood, stone, and the copper. Put this guy down about right there. Bring that up. And I am going to put down my mini loader right here. My factory right about right here. Okay. Set this up to start building those. Put down another mini loader right here. And bang into there. And that should mean that with everything going, yes, I am now making my yellow belts. And I'm going to put another mini loader down right here. And I will make myself another chest. And my chest. Power that set right there. So I now have one factory or one assembly machine right now that can go full stream to making these yellow belts. So I'm going to turn off that for now. To remove something from this list, you just use your middle mouse button on the item and it will remove it. But what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to go to right into here and I'm going to add it to this list here because I want to see how much is coming in. 60 it's saying. And how much was I budgeting for? I wanted 25. Okay. That's going to be good for now. It's definitely going to be sucking up these resources. But there's one thing that you're going to come across is you're never going to be at a surplus of belts. You're always going to want to have more and more belts. So the next build I want to do, okay, is I want to probably look at, I think, the splitters. The splitters are going to be fairly easy to manage. Though, what I'm going to do is I'm going to split off this belt right here. Okay, I'm going to put something like that right there. I'm going to drop a mini loader right here. And I'm going to do that. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring out another chest. Put it right there. And I'm going to power this. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to drop half of my wood in here. Alright. So now I have another belt set up with tin and wood. Because if you look at the recipe, both of them require wood. Okay? And tin. And then for this one here, we're going to need to have rock or the stone, or this one over here, we're going to need the copper. What I'm going to do is I am going to grab probably about half of these for now. And then I'm going to actually start making some yellow underground belts. Because I am going to need to have these gray underground belts only go about 2 squares and the yellow ones will go about 4 squares. And I'm going to need that for this build. So I'm going to make a couple of these. See, what about, well, let's see how many that comes up with. I'm going to start off with the underground stuff. So I'm going to need to have two factories. Okay. And while I'm thinking about it, I am going to actually set it up. I'm actually going to grab these guys right here. because there is a lot of them. And I am not going to use those guys anymore because I now have enough coming out that I don't need to drop them in here. And get rid of that there. And I will grab that and put it in here. And I'm going to get rid of that. And I'm going to put those guys in here. Alright, so let me start building out the first set of factories. Or the assemblers. And this is going to be for the underground. That does not match up. I thought this was strange. Ah, my fault. Oh well. At least it'll be a little bit easier for me to sort out. Okay. Not that big of a deal. And as Bob Ross used to say, there are no mistakes, just happy little accidents. And that's what I just had here, was a happy little accident. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it. So we want to make these underground guy first. So I need to have stone, wood, and this guy right here. Okay. Just trying to figure out the best way of doing it. And I think that is going to be... Well, eventually I'm going to be wanting to pull that thing in here. So let's put the factory in on this side over here. I'm going to put it about right here. And I want to start with that guy right there. Okay. Alright, so I need to have that stuff coming in. So I'm going to drop in a mini loader right here. I am going to put that there. And I'm going to change this one so that my right filter here is only going to be pulling in the gray belts. Okay. Then I'm going to hook up that. And if things are doing things right, yes, gray belts are going in there. Next thing I need to do is I need to bring in some wood and some stone. Okay. Now, if I remember correctly, I have some stone down over here. Half of it is going into the stone brick. And then this one right here is just gathering dust. Well, not anymore. Let's just start to pull out this guy right here. Okay. And then what I'm going to do is I am going to drag this guy up to here. And I am going to do this. And I am going to do that to there. And I need more mini loaders, so I'm going to make 5 more mini loaders. And while that's doing that, I'm going to get out my chest here again, and I'm going to put my chest right here. And I'm going to fill this with half my wood. I should have some mini loaders now. I'm going to put the mini loader down here. And I need to make some more power poles, and that's under Angel's Power, which is right here. Make about a couple of them. Okay, it's getting dark again. Alright, I'm going to put a mini loader in here. And if this is working correctly, yes, and it is working correctly. So the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to put the next factory right here. And instead of using 2 mini loaders, because this thing will only be producing, what is it saying? Crafting speed is 1/2. This recipe is 4.5 seconds, so it takes 9 seconds to run. That means we got what, less than 10 a second, or sorry, less than 10 a minute. I think the loader, the regular inserter, will be able to handle this without a problem. So I will do this. Bring that out here. Change this to the underground yellows. Okay. Next thing I'm going to want to do is probably bring this guy out here to about right here. Yep. Change its configuration so that on the right we have the iron gears. Feed this guy up here. Oh, that's interesting. So it has blocked. Has blocked the these things from going forward. So I don't want this to be to have a priority. So it will do both sides. Awesome. So what do I need to do? I need to bring in those two guys right there. Let me just have a look at this one right here. What are these guys here? Yeah. I will need tin and the gear wheels at that point. So I need to. So I might as well bring in my tin. Now that I'm thinking about it, I can bring in my tin with these guys right here. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put that into here like this, and I can't because that interferes with the other belt. Do that, and if I, yes, there we go. I now have my tin and my gears. I need tin and gears. I've got the rest of it being created. So then I can just grab out a mini loader right here and feed it in, and bang. If I look correctly, and yes, we are in business. We now have the yellow underground belts being created. Let me make another box. And yep, okay. Bring in I'll put it right here. I don't really have much of a choice. And I will put out my box right here. Okay, so I now have my yellow belts. Okay, while I'm here, what I'm going to do is I'm actually also going to go into each of the chests and I'm going to say I want to limit this to only one stack. So what I did was I hit the X right here, so it says limit part of the inventory so it cannot be filled by machines. Okay, same thing with this one over here, this one over here, and we're good to go. On those at least. And I am out of wood. Now one thing that you'll also notice here is that this machine here, or is it this machine here, is very, very greedy for the iron gears, and I need to basically get this here to be a yellow, and this here to be a yellow, and this here to be a yellow, so that my iron gears are not going to be backing up. But anyways, let me go in here and queue up a bit more of these guys, and I am going to go harvest some trees for a little while. And just remember, you're part of the environment by your cutting down all the trees. And I believe I have a bunch of trees. Yes, I have a bunch of trees up here. So while the science is going through, I am going to start to clear out this area because I'm going to probably be wanting to put my bus up in this area eventually. So I'm going to want to actually do this. Another thing I'm going to do as well to mark out where all the trees is, this is the deconstruction planner down here, or Alt D, and I'm just going to highlight all of these trees. So now I know where all the trees are by these little X's. And it doesn't really do anything. But when you actually get to get robots, logistic robots or construction robots, and if you highlight the trees like this, a flood of them will come by and pick up all the trees. Now that's the most efficient way of getting rid of the trees, and you get to keep all the wood. Okay. Another way of clearing the trees, which is one of the methods I use probably mid-game when I have enough wood and I have wood set up to be created, is to actually use grenades. And the grenades will actually clear out a good, sizable area of this wood. You don't get to claim the wood, but you will at least be able to clear an area so that you'll be able to build on it fairly easily. Now I don't have grenades yet, which is a shame, but that is one of the things that I do look forward to using. Okay. Why don't I just start with about 474 right now, and I will, at this point, start setting up the next set of factories I need to build things with. So, what is my build going to be looking like? Okay, so I need to start on these basic circuit boards. Luckily, it's just one and one. Okay. I'm going to put this guy up here, and for now I'm going to feed him with just a simple inserter, and this guy here is going to go under components, which is this guy right here. I'm going to need to do that. I'm going to have to start building in some more coal eventually. Not yet, just yet, because I need to upgrade this entire chain here, and to upgrade that entire chain there I need to get the build that I'm currently working on done. Next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to put it like this and like that. I'm going to put out one of these guys right here, and this guy here is going to be building one of those. Then I'm going to put out another factory right here, and this factory right here is going to be for making the copper wire. And okay, so under the components, under electronics, nope, that's not electronics. I am looking for copper wire. And there it is, right there. Copper cable. And for that, and that is right there. And I'm going to start doing this. Okay, and I will get out a couple of mini loaders. There, and there. And I will start powering these guys. Alright. And while I'm thinking about it, I will dump in a good portion of my wood. Okay. So that is, we should now be building those guys. Okay, so that is all these guys right here. Okay. Next piece is that I want to have that guy right there. So I need wood and copper. Okay. Let's see if this will fit. Yay. Good. So that will get me those two pieces there. Then I need that and that to feed into one factory. Okay, so let's lay out the factory. Let's put the factory right there. And we will do that. We'll bring out the inserter and put it right there. Then I want to go in here and I want to start making one of these. Okay. We're now getting some copper cables in here. Okay. Then I want to bring in this stuff here. So I will start by Let's see, will that work? Yes. Oh, right there. Okay. And I will bring in the mini loader. And I will bring in this stuff here. The basic belt and the iron wheel. Next, I need to bring in wood. So my source of wood is right there. This guy's got, okay, so it is now getting that, that thing there is now being built. Good. Alright, so now I just need the last piece of the factory. Okay. Or the last, okay, I need one more factory, or one more assembly machine. Let us put it right there. And this guy here, this one assembly machine right here, is going to start making those things right there. Okay. So I am going to put this guy here down, this inserter down. I'm going to make sure that it gets powered. Okay, I'm going to say I want to drop there and pick up there. Okay, it is now doing what I want it to do. Okay, so that's the first piece coming in. Okay. The next piece I want coming in will be this one right here. Will be this belt. Okay. And this belt here will get a mini loader, and we fit in right there. And I will bring in another. Might help if I put it in the right spot. Put it right there. Okay, so I now have 3 pieces coming in, and I will put that right there, and I'll change that to pick that up. And if I am right, we are now building the yellows. So I need 2 more mini loaders. Like that. I need another chest. Right there. And I am going to limit that to doing that there. Okay. While I am here, I'm going to dump out the last of these guys. Okay, what are we waiting on? We need circuit boards. And what are we waiting on here? We're waiting on boards. And that's because we are out of wood. So I will put wood in here. Oh, wow. I am running low on iron. Oh, that's not good. I am running out of power. I had enough power for a while. But looks like I am definitely running out of power. I am going to dump my trees off into here. And let's see, how much power do I need? I need to have... I only have 1.8 megawatts of power being generated right now. And why is that? Because there's not much going in there. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to change the priorities on these guys so that all the coal gets fed over to the power area. And how much coal do I have on me right now? I have, good. I can actually get these guys up and running with the Fill For Me mod. Alright, there we go. These guys are all have some more power. Alright, I do not have any of those guys, so I am going to start, and what am I short on? I am short on wood and circuit boards, basically. So I'm going to snag about half the wood that I put in up here. Okay, I got enough of those. So I'm going to make, there's 3 on each, there's what, 2 on each side right now for coal? Or there's 3, so I'm going to see about making about 3 more for each side, so some of that. Alright, let's see what my power is like right now. Ooh. I am still going to need to build more power plants. And as you can see, I'm about to run into a cliff. Awesome. So let me just... I think I can probably fit in... at least another one of these. I can probably fit in... a bunch. So let me... grab a blueprint of 4 of these guys. Create blueprint. Yes. There we go. I really need to automate those science packs. And that is what I'm working on right now. I will be soon, as soon as I get the wood automated. Belts. You know, there's a lot of things I need to automate to get things going. But for right now, I need to get these science packs done. And then I can start getting the wood automated. And once I have the wood automated, then I can actually start really getting the bus up and running. And once I have the bus up and running, then I can actually start pulling stuff off of the bus and start to actually get things going. But probably the first thing that I'll be doing for the bus is creating a brand new iron plate feeder, so that the iron plates will fill up the entire bus. And since now I have my 15 items per minute belt, that means that my bus is going to be 4 belts wide. So that is 60 per second. Actually, it should be 15 items per second. It'll be 60 items per second times 60, which means it's going to be 3,600 iron plates per minute I need to be able to create to fill up that bus. I don't know what about you, but seeing how much it took me just to get to 240 or 458, that is going to be a heck of a lot of miners or drills, crushers, and other things. And some of the stuff I'm working on right now, like this advanced copper smelting or the advanced iron smelting, which is one of the other things I picked up, should help me with the number of furnaces. Actually, I won't be using furnaces anymore. I will be using what's called induction furnaces. And I will also be using things like casting machines, so that that will be as fast as possible. So I have as least machines as possible. I'm still going to need a boatload of drills. And that's one of the things I'm going to be putting onto the bus to actually create. And normally with a bus, I put things that get fed back onto the bus on the bottom of the bus, and things that don't get fed back onto the bus that just sit in chests at the top of the bus. But since this is an Angels and Bob's modded thing, I'm not too sure how many things are going to be on the bus. So what I'm going to do is I am going to put everything on the top of the bus, and I will be building up other pieces of the bus as needed to fill things in. So I'm going to have to make sure that I don't put anything on the bottom of the bus, because I'm going to be putting in more and more belts as needed. And when I had a look at the technologies before, usually I just put the belts onto the bus. But, sorry, not the belts onto the bus, but the actual plates onto the bus. There's something like 12 or 13 different types of plates that can be created with these mods, instead of just the 3 types in the base game. So that's going to be a fair amount, and then we have more types of circuit boards. In the base game, you have the green, red, and purples, but in this one, I think there's about 5 or 6 different types of circuit boards. So they're going to need their own belts. And then there's plastic and batteries and other things. I'm just not too sure what is going to need to be put onto the bus and what doesn't at this point, because this is the first time I've really done an Angel and Bob's modded game with a bus. Right? But it's going to be interesting to see how it all goes. Okay, I've got about 2,000 wood right now. That is actually a good start. Um, I'm just going to finish this little bit right here, and then I'm going to dump my wood so that it can be used in the creation of the belts. And I'm going to hopefully let this production queue that I got going in my on my player right now, let it go through. Oh, and I'm already using 535 of the iron plates. That's a bit more than I was hoping for, but whatever. I am. This is why I limited the chests that are going to be used to the buffers. Okay, good. I did not run out of the science packs. I got 190 or so science packs in there right now. I've got wood coming in here. Let's have a look. So we're saying we're making about 44 per minute into this one right here. And why is that? Because we are a little bit slow on feeding things out here. Okay, can I make... Good, I can make a couple of these guys. And I don't need to make a couple of those guys. Alright, I don't need to do that because I got a couple of these guys up here. I got 67 of them up here to get rid of the old build thing in there. So if I'm just going to put that down here. Boom. Okay, so that's going faster. All right, so it is the reason why we are running out of the iron gear wheels is because we are out of iron gear wheels. Isn't that awesome? So now it looks like the reason why it's so slow is because this mini loader here cannot keep up with the pace. That is fine. It's basically what we're expecting. From looks at all the coal is getting used up by the power plants over here, which is not good because I need to actually get more coal running. Okay, we got some advanced iron smelting now. Now that advanced iron smelting will give me this stuff right here, which is going to be useful. Okay, we're starting to make the drills, and of course the drills are going to be for the coal. So we're starting to back up over here. And my power plant should be up and running right now. I need some more pipe. Okay. I will get out these guys here. Okay. So we should now have more power coming in. So we're up to 17 megawatts. And we're going to probably use about 10 of it, as it currently is. Those guys are now cold. Those ones there are have coal as well, so we should now be up to our maximum. And that is where I am going to end the stream tonight, because that is probably a good place to leave it. Next time, I will start the bus. Next time I will start the bus, because I'll have about 3K worth of the normal belts. I will have, where is it here? 48 of the splitters, okay, and 322 of the underground belts. So I will at least be able to get started. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to set up a quick steel factory, and feed that onto the bus. So there's going to be a couple things that I'm going to be adding onto the bus almost immediately. So what I'm going to add onto the bus, just so you guys know to start off with, and I'll probably repeat this next time, is I'm going to have 4 belts of iron plates, 4 belts of copper plates, 4 belts of tin, which is awesome, 2 belts of steel, okay, 2 belts of wood, 2 belts of stone, 4 belts of this type of circuit board, which is a basic circuit board. And that is probably going to be the start of my bus. I lost count of how many belts I need, but we will see how it goes at that point, and pull those things in, and then just get everything started up. Everything that I have going so far right here is going to be destroyed. Awesome, isn't it? This is just the starting factor just to get this these things up here going. Specifically, the normal conveyor belts, the underground belts, and the splitters. That is to get the bus, and then we will see how it goes. Oh, and the other thing I'll probably be pulling onto the bus is these stone bricks, and they'll get themselves 2 belts. So that is going to be complicated as anything. So, as I said, I'm going to be building on top of the bus. I won't be building at the bottom end of the bus or something like that. And there's going to be one thing that we're going to be wanting to research at one point is the landfill, which is right here. And another thing we're going to want to research is the cliff explosives, which are right here, and there's a heck of a lot I need to research before we get that far. So I am going to say good night, good evening, and good day to those people who are in different time zones. I hope you guys have fun playing the game like I'm having fun with it. It can be frustrating, but it's also pretty rewarding when you get things automated. Anyways, I will be signing out for now, and I hope you guys had fun watching. Talk to you guys later, and I'll be back tomorrow at probably at the same time.